This video is clearing the fractions part 2. In order to clear the fractions, we need to multiply all the terms of our equation by the least common denominator of the fractions, or the least common multiple of those numbers. Same thing. So here I have 3, 4, and 2. So the least common denominator for 3, 4, and 2 is 12. That's what I want to multiply each fraction by. So I'd multiply 12 times 2/3 x, 12 times 1/4 x, and 12 times 1/2. When I do that, all of my denominators will cancel. So here 12 will cancel 4 times with 3. 12 will cancel 3 times with 4. And then here 12 will cancel 6 times with 2. So let's rewrite the equation, what we get after we cancel our denominators. So 4 times 2x would give me 8x for the first term. 3 times 1x would give me 3x for the next term. And then 1/2 times 12 is 6. Look how much simpler my equation has become. Now I'll combine my like terms. That gives me 11x. And now divide by 11 on each side. So we end up with the answer x equals 6/11. That last one was about as hard as it gets. So if you can get through that one, you can get through any of them. All right, let's do this one. Let's find a number that 8, 3, and 2 all multiply into. What would that be? Okay, it's 24, right? Okay, so let's multiply everything by 24. Okay, 8 cancels 3 times into 24. 3 cancels 8 times. 2 cancels 12 times. So 3 times b, the first term becomes 3b. Then 8 times 2b, that would be 16b. Minus, that's 12 times 1, so that's 12. Equals 20 times 24 is 480. Okay, let's combine the like terms. 3b plus 16b is 19b. Now let's add 12 to both sides. So 19b equals 492. Now divide both sides by 19. All right, so 492 divided by 19. You could leave that the way it is, but why don't we simplify that? Let's put the decimal answer. 492 divided by 19. So I get 25.89 approximately. If I go to the nearest hundredth. All right, so that one does. So this answer is fine if you want to leave it like that, or you can give a decimal approximation. All right, well, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget. Okay, now this would be a nightmare to solve if we didn't clear the fractions, because we have a lot of fractions here, and we have multiple variable terms. All right, so let's find a number that 6, 3, 5, and 2 all would multiply into. So what would that be? That's right, it would be 30. LCD would be 30. All right, so let's multiply everything by 30. Okay, it's important we multiply all the terms by the same amount. So 6 would cancel out. We have a 5. 3 would cancel, we have 10. 5 would cancel, and we have 6. 2 would cancel, we have 15. Okay, so let's see. 5 times 5y, the first term is now 25y. And then we have 10 times y, so that's 10y. And then we have 6 times 4, so that's 24. equals, okay, we have 15y, and then 10 times 30 is 300. All right, so we still have some work to do, but at least we don't have to deal with those fractions. We can now get to work by combining like terms. And we have a variable on each side, so we need to get rid of one of them. If I want to keep my coefficient positive, I would subtract 15y from both sides. So that would give us 20y plus 24 equals 300. Now subtract 24 from each side. So we get 20y equals 276. Divide both sides by 20. All right, so y is going to equal 276 divided by 20. That's going to be 13 with 16 remaining. So that's going to be 13.8 as a decimal. That would be a good answer. Or you can put 13 and 13 and 4/5 if you reduced it all the way. But let's just go with the decimal, 13.8. 276 divided by 20. All right, let's try one more. Read some books.